You have just 2 minutes to dance with your children, and they are waiting to have you. Daddy, thank you for coming.
Bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó. Bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó.
Dance with your children.
Bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó. Mo wá sọ pé ọpẹ́ ló yẹ. Ọpẹ́ yẹ di ọpẹ́ o.
Bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó.
Bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó. Mo wá sọ pé ọpẹ́ ló yẹ. Bóyá ìrọ̀bá ṣàníkà ti gbàgbé. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ni kò jẹ́ o. Ìmọ̀ràn tán lórí rẹ̀ tún lásán. Ó wá sọ pé ọpẹ́ ló yẹ. Owó lọ́mọ ń ṣe. Bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó. Ọlọ́lá ni mo bá rọlé. Bàbá mi ò bàbá nígbà tí mo rí ibẹ̀ ṣe tó. Ó wá sọ pé ọpẹ́ ló yẹ. Nítorí ayẹni yẹnìyàn ọlọ́lá nílò ní tèmi àtàtà ẹni rẹ̀. Ayẹni ẹni tí èmi jẹ́ òdúpẹ́ yé ẹni tí èmi jẹ́ òdúpẹ́. Ayẹni yẹnìyàn mi sẹ́ ó sọ fún ẹsẹ̀ òde ọ̀pọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Ayẹni. Ẹni tí òní jẹ́ òjíjẹ́ ọ̀pẹ. Ẹni tí òní jẹ́ òjíjẹ́ ọ̀pẹ. Nítorí Kristo. Kòdìdé láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn. Kòdìdé láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn. Kòdìdé láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn tó bá ṣára rẹ̀ yá. Ayẹni ló sanwó ọmọ tíjà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ó tún sanwó ẹ̀sùn jébà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ayẹni yẹnìyàn máa gbọ́. Tí bá yí bẹ̀rù àwọn orí mi. Àtúnṣe sá lónìí tèmi o. Àsọmọ̀bọ̀ nítorí àtúnṣe. Bóyá o ti lọ àásọ̀ jù. Bóyá ògbénu àbíyọ̀ lára rẹ̀ o. Àtúnṣe bọ̀bọ̀bọ̀bọ̀bọ̀. Àtúnṣe. O ti lọ àásọ̀ jù. Àtúnṣe. Bóyá sọ pé ògbénu àbíyọ̀ lára rẹ̀ o. Nítorí àtúnṣe. Ó sanwó ẹ̀sùn jẹ́ bá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Adúlọ̀ nígbà àwọn orí ọ̀gbìn. Àtúnṣe ó sanwó mi lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Adúlọ̀ nígbà àwọn orí ọ̀gbìn. Àtúnṣe ló sanwó mi lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Adúlọ̀ nígbà àwọn orí ọ̀gbìn. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi, ọmọdé ẹ yọ́nú sí mi, àgbàlagbà ẹ yọ́nú sí mi, ẹ máa náwó fún mi, ẹ máa súnmọ́ mi, ẹ máa náwó fún mi, kí ló ń sẹ́kẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ máa náwó fún mi, gbogbo ètò náwó fún mi, ó ṣòdì sẹ́mi, ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba. ìyanu ọlọ́run bàbá ìyanu ọlọ́run bàbá bí adára nítorí akínyẹ̀lú rẹ̀ ọlọ́mọdé jálórí jẹ́mi nànàdànàdà. Akínyẹ̀lú rẹ̀ mi ìyá olórí rẹ̀ ọmọ rẹ̀ aṣọ rere tí agbára lórí méje tó kọ bá. Ó yá sọ wípé mo dúpẹ́ pẹ́ torí àánú gbà. Àgbéyẹ̀lú rẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ orí àlùkò rere. Mo dúpẹ́ orí àlùkò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni kì í ṣe gbogbo ènìyàn orí àlùkò. Àlùkò mo dúpẹ́ orí àlùkò. Ọ̀pọ̀jọ́ ni lóore ọ̀pẹ́ lànà. Mama, ogun bá méjọ àní òsùn mọ́ mi níbí, ó já sí mọ́ mi wá gbórin mi, ọjọ́ máa jó lọ. Ogun bá méjọ, súnmọ́ mi wá gbórin mi, ọjọ́ máa jó lọ. Mo dúpẹ́ àlésùn ọmọ wa gbọ́rin mi kájọ máa jó lọ. Ó yá sọ pé àbàṣẹ gbọ́ yàrá kọjọ kọjọ àtẹ kọkọ. Ìbáṣẹ mi ìbáṣẹ mi. Àbẹ̀ ọ̀ṣun màmá. Ìbáṣẹ bọ̀dẹ̀ ìbáṣẹ mi lọ. Ìbáṣẹ súnmọ́ mi níbí. Ìbáṣẹ ìbáṣẹ mi yẹ. Àwọn tí adé ọ̀ṣun bẹ̀rẹ̀ kọjọ́. Akínyẹ̀lú rẹ̀ mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ kọjọ́. Nítorí ọlágbóyè mi màmá. Ó yá sọ pé ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ dúpẹ́, ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ dúpẹ́. Ọ̀bẹ ìsìn, sẹ́ẹ̀sì màmá, pretty màmá. Ọ̀bẹ ìsìn, kàwá. Amazing. Yes, I will not by power, come on, not by mind, but by my spirit of the living God. Anything is possible, bigger than it used to be. We Ọlátóyè màmá ó yá súnmọ́ mi síbí. Kò lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tíṣà èmi ni kò súnmọ́ mi. Súnmọ́ mi súnmọ́ mi sí súnmọ́ mi àlá mo ṣe é ní. Pretty mama Ọlátóyè mi màmá màmá.
Thank you, baby fire.
Ó sanwó ẹ̀sán jẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Ìyá olórí ire. Ó yá ẹ̀gá bàbá mi lè ẹ̀gá òkè.
Thank you, baby fire. Thank you.
Anything is possible, bigger than it used to be. Come on, I say we are not by power. You say, we getting bigger every day. Bigger every day. We getting bigger. No limitation. We taking over. We getting bigger every day. You are a great God. You are big. Come on now. Son, you are big. Large. La. You are a great God. Some noise. Let me hear you. Come on. No, listen. So we are chosen generation. Come on. Over to Jesus, all I require. Come on. We are a chosen generation. God, children of God, children of God, children of God, children of God. Will you shout hallelujah, shout hallelujah to the Lord 10 times? Say! Ọlọ́run bàbá gbà. Ẹ̀sọ́jẹ̀ ló sọ wípé Ọlọ́run mi bàbá gbà ni o. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi, Ọlọ́run bàbá gbà. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi, Ọlọ́run mi bàbá gbà.
Who is the class teacher?
trendybeats.com.
DJ YK
Every little thing you did do to me, you sweet to me for body. She your loving fee follow me. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, bullet make her go crazy. I'ma get see you sure for me. Say make her withdraw money. Oh man, no go down. Make her carry your luggage. I define you for this. For this, I no trust, I fit to contain. Your body now baggage. You know, see I'm falling overdose.
More music on trendybeats.com.
All of my girls make we take a peace all night. Listen to melody, make everybody just a smile. We don't get nobody time, we just want the alright. Alright, make I enjoy my life. Say, cause I want more money. Money, they stop nonsense. Energy go on me, you know. Cause I want money, yeah. Money, they stop nonsense. Energy go me, yeah. I know, yeah, this and that. Because I can see a lot. Something is wrong with my bank. Be like say you need some shank, you know, got it. The money they my mind, oh. Anytime I feel so down, I just wanna make my cash show. I get joy when I see a lot. Cause I want more money. Money, they stop nonsense. Energy go on me, you know. Cause I want money, yeah. Money, they stop nonsense. Energy go on me, yeah. My guy, cause it's sure. I'm a rope in my sorrow. But energy go on me.
láti ṣe àkọlò máa jáyé kó sì ṣòro ọmọ rẹ fi máa sọ̀rọ̀ mo fẹ́ náà ti gbowó láti ṣe àkọlò.
If money no dey, you go face this apa. I work for money, now why I take care. Oh no shaka, kíkọ́ lè sọ sápá. Make my mind no time when I start to rama. Cause I want more money, more money, more money. Money they stop nonsense. Fẹ́nàjì gbowó mi, you know.
Cause I want money, more money, more money, yeah. Money they stop nonsense. When I just go me, yeah.
Máa jáyé kó sì ṣòro, ọmọ rẹ fi máa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ náà ti gbowó láti ṣe àkọlò. Máa jáyé kó sì ṣòro, ọmọ rẹ fi máa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ náà ti gbowó láti ṣe àkọlò.
More music on Trendy Beats.
As usual, Etimo, tó bá ti tó lọ àkókò báyìí, it is called different delivery, special presentation. Thank you very much. As Mommy will be doing that, please, I want to quickly hand over the microphone. Don't forget, I am still the celebrity MC, the world famous MC. My name is Benga Gold, and I say good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Benga Gold. We have our mommy on stage. And like we have been giving awards to outstanding students in the course of the session, Sunshine does not only appreciate the children, she also appreciates the staff as well. Because one tree does not make a forest. And it is on this note that the CEO has decided to give awards to the outstanding staff in the course of the session who have proven themselves worthy of recognition. And so we will start with outstanding staff from high school. We want to call on the most...
Our parents, thank for the patience. Thank for giving us your time. Time is priceless. I want to stand today to appreciate some of the teachers that are doing extraordinarily good. But some of them can be going around to say a lot of things. Well, it's up to them. But the best we know how to do things and to handle things, we do it. We appreciate those people that put in their best. And Sunshine School, as an organization, as an institution, we always appreciate teachers. Teachers are difficult to satisfy. People call teachers harlots, fornication. You know why? Because they move from one school to another. And when they move to another school, they destroy the school where they're coming from. I'm a teacher, and I'm proud to be one. But if you're a teacher, you don't leave a school to destroy that school. Especially where God has established you. When they have seen another 1 naira plus in a school, they will leave a school to go and destroy that school. We are not paid. Our salary is being delayed. In the house today, accountants, come and tell me how many months salary Sunshine is owing the staff. HR, come here. Whatever we do here on earth, we will give account in heaven. Whether borrow from microfinance or bank, what will happen to salary at the end of the month?
Good afternoon, everybody. In Sunshine, we don't own salary. We pay salary as at when due. Even if we have to go to borrow, in Sunshine School, we ensure that we don't own any staff salary. Thank you. Mommy, kudos to you, ma.
Thank you, sir. Please hear out from HR. You've been working with Sunshine for how many years that promote you to the level of HR? How many years? And what has been your experience? How many bad luck salary Sunshine is owing you? Ma, be faithful.
With sincerity to this great citadel of learning, I have worked here for good 8 years, and I can say that not for once has Sunshine owed a month's salary. Sunshine School pays staff salary to time without failure. Kudos to Mommy Sunshine and kudos.
Thank you. Mr. Bayo, the oldest staff in Sunshine. By the special grace of God, Sunshine will be 35 years by December. You will be alive. I will be alive. Say amen. We are going all out there to the stadium. It's what celebration, a milestone of 35 years. Out of 35 years, Mr. Boyo, you spent how many years in Sunshine? And how many months salary is Sunshine owing you? Be faithful to God. We will give account when we leave this world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. Good afternoon, able parents. Out of 35 years of existence of Sunshine, and I pray we are still going to live beyond that in Jesus' name. I've spent more than 17 years in Sunshine. And for a month, our CEO, our mentor, never owed us a month's salary. There was a time she started paying us on the 22nd of every month. We are the one that pleaded that, mommy, please, don't pay on the 22nd again. Make it on the 1st or 2nd. But to God be the glory, she's not owing any staff a dime. Those that are not in the system, a friend of mine is sitting at one corner there. I told him last week, I said, you have to bring your child to Sunshine. And he said, okay, you've been there for long. I said, the party asked you to come. Mommy did this, mommy did that. That very day, one of my junior colleagues left the school. Part of what mommy gave to him, a plot of land, not just in the bush, a plot of land that is more than 1 million, 2 million. Let me stop there. And apart from that, he was given a check, not check of 500,000, not check of 1 million above. So on this note, I want to tell you that working with Sunshine, I've never regretted it. Many times, mommy have done so many things for me. Number one, she gave me a car. Number two, she gave me a landed property, not just inside bush, not in Agbole, motorable place. There are more that I can say. On this note, I will do this publicly. Mommy, you will live up for. And those that are still pending, after End Well, there's a saving culture in Sunshine. We call it End Well. After End Well, if your money is 80,000, mommy will add to your End Well. And there are some teachers that they are no more with us. Some of them are still enjoying salary. Why they are no more with us? So I'm a living witness to this greatest testimony. To only God be the glory. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Bayo. I want to call Mommy Arise Assign to please come. My husband too should be a witness. Sunshine is not rich, but we are not poor. And I want to tell you, it's difficult for you to see somebody running a business for 35 years that will still be borrowing loan. You see those ones, I pack food for FCMB, Fidelity, because we are running on loan. I prefer running on loan and settle all the teacher rather than me to suffer them. But it's so embarrassing that they go around nailing the name of the school. Yesterday was party for Crystal and the Gold. Mommy, I'm sorry for asking you to stand. And a parent, I was giving this gift out. A parent walked up to me and said, but they say you don't pay them. They say you suffer them. Look at the way they are dancing around you. These people they are saboteur. They are hypocrisy. They are this, they are that. And that's what I'm saying this. I don't need to praise myself. Whatever anybody do here or not, there's a reward in heaven. Mommy, how many times have you been a guarantor to the salary of Sunshine? Even at recent.
Praise the Lord. Honestly, I'm a proprietress too. But what God has been using this woman to do, in fact, I don't think I can do 1/100 of it. I always give kudos to her. A lot of times, I keep praying for her because she has the love of those staffs at heart. If I call her, You asked me to sign for as a guarantor again for loan. What are you going to do with this? He said, my staff salary. Honestly, I don't know what to say about her, but I know God in heaven will reward her in Jesus' name. She never owes. Even as a proprietress, I've directed so many staff to her school because I know she will always pay on time. When we are still owing, looking for how to sort out our teachers, God will bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mommy. Long live. It is well. Thank you, Mommy and Daddy. To this effect, HR.
Thank you, ma'am. To the most dutiful teacher at Sunshine International High School, this award goes to Mr. Obidele Felix. Ever courteous at what he does, not leaving his duty position. Mr. Obidele Felix, the most dutiful teacher. He is not present here today because his children are writing exam. He was made the coordinator of SS3 this session, and you will not find him elsewhere. He is always with the children. Mr. Obidele Felix in absentia. Most punctual teacher, Mr. Bello Wemimo. Wherever you are, Mr. Bello Wemimo, please come for your award. Most punctual. Mr. Bello will be in school as early as 6:30 a.m., sometimes 6:05, and is always available at every gathering. The best team player. The best team player for the session 2021-2022 goes to Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali, the best team player. He's always ready to collaborate with anyone. Mr. Ali, please come for your award. Mr. Bello, that's Mr. Bello, always punctual. Come to the school at 6:30, you will find him. Mr. Ali is a very good collaborator, a very good team player. The best dressed teacher, Mr. Bamishaye David. Mr. Bamishaye David. Mr. Bamishaye David. Most innovative, always creative, thinking how next we are going to do things. Mr. Tony Adams. Most innovative teacher, Mr. Tony Adams. Please put your hands together for Mr. Adams. Sunshine is a school that upholds very beautiful and neat handwriting. And that is why we adopted the Nelson handwriting. And there is a teacher who is always making effort to that effect. Please put your hands together for Miss Odede Jumoke. Miss Odede Jumoke. Most organized staff, always ready, neat. Whatever you ask her to do, she's available at all times. Mrs. Bessie Abolariwa. Mrs. Bessie Abolariwa, most organized staff. Most soft-spoken teacher, good diction, and that goes to Miss Rachel Olayiwola. Miss Rachel Olayiwola. Miss Rachel Olayiwola. The award of the most supportive staff. He will not mind his age. He's always ready to support you. That goes to Baba Adekoye, popularly called Pagio. Baba Adekoye. Thank you very much for all you did this session in support of the CEO and the administration. And to the staff that has good interpersonal relation, always at peace with everyone, is a friend to all and not partial. Miss Adeniji Oluwaseun. Miss Adeniji Oluwaseun. Thank you very much for all you have done this session. For Sunshine the Silver staff. Sunshine the Silver staff, most dutiful staff. The award of the most dutiful staff goes to Mrs. Ayodeji Mobolaji. Mrs. Ayodeji Mobolaji. Please, teachers, wherever you are, make your way to the stage quickly. Most punctual staff. Most punctual staff, Mrs. Ologunde Renata. Mrs. Ologunde Renata. Most punctual staff. The best team player. The best team player. Mrs. Balogun Rachel. Mrs. Balogun Rachel. Mrs. Balogun Rachel. The best dressed staff. The best dressed staff. Miss Adeyemo. Miss Adeyemo. The best dressed staff of Sunshine de Silva. Most innovative. Most innovative. And I can bet it with you that she's one of the brain behind all of the coding and robotic items displayed over there. That goes to Mrs. Oshi Kehinde. Mrs. Oshi Kehinde. Even if she's not the only one, but I am sure she's a partaker. Most organized staff for 2021-2022 session, Miss Asin Rachel. Miss Asin Rachel, most organized staff. Students, please keep clapping your teachers. The best Nelson handwriter, Mrs. Owugalu Charity. Mrs. Owugalu Charity, thank you for all you did in the course of the session. Most soft-spoken teacher, the award of good diction goes to Miss Abbas Taiwo. Miss Abbas Taiwo. Thank you. Most supportive staff, Mr. Adegbero. Mr. Adegbero. You got the award of most outspoken, not best dressed, so you can come in your slippers. Best interpersonal relation, that person that is always at peace with everyone, Mrs. Adondua Joy. Mrs. Adondua Joy. All the teachers did well in the course of the session, but these are the fields that we have chosen to award in the course of this year. Miss Adondua, please come. It is on this note we want to say a big thank you to the CEO who has chosen to celebrate these teachers in order to encourage others to do much more. Yes, please. That is Mrs. Ologunde Renata. The most punctual. Miss Abbas, please, we are waiting for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. The ballet dancers are ready. Please let the music presenters get ready. And after that, we take the coding and robotic display. We are
Now revealed in you.
you can bend down now.
What a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus. What a wonderful name it is, the name of Jesus.
Thank you, our parents, for doing this. Appreciate your children, appreciate them.
a ò ní dé bá wọn a ò ní dé bá wọn ẹni bá ẹni a máa dé o bánú sọ má bèèyàn sọ bánú sọ má bèèyàn sọ. Ìbànújẹ́ adẹ̀rín o ẹni afẹ́ lámọ̀ o a ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ni o bánú sọ má bèèyàn sọ bánú sọ
Alright, thank you very much. A round of applause for him, please appreciate him. Thank you very much. He's just doing that for the parent. Please appreciate this gentleman, appreciate him. That is a wonderful reaction. Alright, at this point in time, we want to move straight to the next thing on the program. That is the music aspects of today's program. Let's welcome the high school for their music. High school.
The day is bright and fair. Oh, happy day. The day of joy. The day is bright and fair. Oh.
Excuse me. Can I teach you a song? This is how we sing it in European. Wherever you go, whatever you see, I said, do not say yes when you need to say no. Excuse me, please. Can I teach you the way we do it in Michigan? Yeah. You're not talking. Can I teach you the way you do it in Michigan? Yes. Okay. So wherever you go, whatever you see, do not say yes when you need to say no. Baba Ibadan. Excuse me, Judge. Okay, may I teach you the way we do it in Nigeria? Yes. Ready to hear? Are you ready? Yes. Okay, wherever you go, 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 go. Whatever you think, oh, you do not say yes. What? When you need to say no. Wherever you go, 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 go. Whatever you see, oh, you do not say yes. What? When you need to say no. Àwọn ọmọ láti bọ̀rọ̀ wọ nílé ìwé. Wọn kò fetí sílẹ̀ sóhun tó dùn kọ́mọ́ wọn. Olùkọ́ ní káàmì wá sí máa ṣeré já. Máa jẹun 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 wá kò tó roboto. Iṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́ kìí ṣe tiwọn. Eré 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 ṣáàní tiwọn. Gbòdò àti ráìsì kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá. Wá jẹun 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 wá gbòdò roboto. Sàndàbílì 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 sàndàbílì. All of you know me well. If you look me up and down, you will know that I am a lawyer in my country. All of you know me well. Look me up and down, you will know that it's true. Sandalili, 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 sandalili. I am a baba in my country. Most of you know me well. If you look me up and down, you will know that is true.
Ladies and gentlemen.
They can move their fingers, and apart from that, we also have some craft work over there. Now, what are now the advantages of all these things? Our employee parents should please encourage our children. This is a way of building their future. We are building their future gradually. Before we know it, by the time they grow up, you can see that maybe some of them can become a car company owners. Some of them can become an engineer. And as you all know that Nigeria these days is not what you studied in school. You use to fetch your money. You need to have cool business. This is an idea of our kids, of our world, having a cool business in the nearest future. And apart from all these things, it's also widening their reasoning skills, their reasoning faculty. It's widening it seriously. and it's also is a way of building their skills. Now, apart from that, it also give them the ability to persevere very, very well. Now, I will use those that made this house as an example. I told them, go and think of what we can do. Now, some scholars came up with this. Okay, let's start. It got to a point. They started complaining. Mrs. Oshin, this is too stressful for us. We cannot, I told them, you've started, you are going to end it. You are going to finish it. Those that are making playing ground, those that are making castle, they are done already. But they are still doing this thing. I encourage them. You've started and you will finish it. They persevered. Then at the end, look at the results. Apart from that, you will see that even at home, even in the class, the way they reason, the way they come, because it's really widening their reasoning faculty. So the way they reason, the way they assimilate, the way they comprehend, it has really changed. It has really, really changed. You will see there, Mrs. Oshin, let's do this, let's add this. Somebody was asking me, somebody was telling me, Mrs. Oshin, we are very sure that it's not your scholars that made this. I told them, my scholars, the silver scholars, made this thing. It took us roughly 2 months to accomplish these things. No teacher. It was at the end, we just helped them with the finish. I would just tell them, oh, this group, cut this, measure this, join it together, gum it together. They made it. They made it. The house, this is the house, this is the playing ground. By the time they are displaying, our parents, you can please move forward and check what they've done so far. This is the playing ground. This playing ground, you can play football. We have a basketball court, and we have a place they can play with swing. This is our house. We made it like the silver painting. This is a giant robot. It can move the fingers. And this is a tricycle. This is a crocodile. This is a Spider-Man robot. This is a mini robot. This is a kitten robot. And these are castle over there. Our castle can display. And for your information, our playing ground also can also display lights. So please, if anyone is saying is their teacher, no, they made it themselves. Now I will invite our inspector to move around to ask them questions on how they came up with this.
Good afternoon, parents. Please, we just want to ask the scholars how they come across this. So I'll be asking them questions one after the other, and they'll be telling us how they came about all this. Which group made this? We are going to start with our castle. We have our castle here, and we can see that the castle is bringing lights. How did you come across this? How did you go? What are those things that you use to do this?
We use cartons for the body. We use carton.
Let them to face.
Carton for the body. We use cardboard to wrap it. We use sugar paper. We use glitter foam. And we use texture paper. And we use this as our field. And we use granite for decorations. And this is our lights. Thank you.
Let's clap hands for them for achieving this. We still
use carton to make the foundation. And we use carton to build it. We use texture paper to wrap it. And we use sugar paper for the windows.
So this is our field. We have football courts. We have volleyball courts, we have basketball courts on this field. This is a standard field. It's even more than the Liberty Stadium or Adama Simba Stadium. So we want to ask them how they come across this.
We made use of carton to make the ground and the fencing. We also made use of carton to make the chairs. The chairs are for the audience, and we also make use of iron net for this fencing. We also made use of straw to hold the bulb. And here is our power light, where we can on and off our light. Thank you. And this is our basketball court. We make use of texture paper, sugar paper, and cardboard. And this is our basketball stand. Anyone who throws a ball into this has won the game. Thank you.
Now I expect parents to stand up and appreciate these children. What they have done is sufficient enough. Like their teacher has said, these children, whenever they see anything, the next thing their mind goes to is, what can I make with this? Please pick this up with your children. Go to the high table. Let them have a look at what they have done. And from there you go. Thank you. Please put your hands together for them. All right. Mr. Benga, please.
Hello. All right. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for Prosper. Please appreciate her. Thank you very much for that wonderful performance.
Seasons taller and stronger and brighter. one step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me. Caesar's older, Caesar's wiser, Caesar's taller and stronger and brighter. One step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me. Our light are burning bright. Lord, Jesus, our delight. Happy graduation day. We have come such a long way. Our light are burning bright. Lord, Jesus, our delight. Happy graduation day. We have come such a long way. Caesar's older, Caesar's wiser, Caesar's taller and stronger and brighter. One step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me. Caesar's older, Caesar's wiser, Caesar's taller and stronger and brighter. One step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me. Our lights are burning bright. Lord, let Jesus our delight. Happy graduation day. We have gone such a long way. Our lights are burning bright. Lord, let Jesus our delight. Happy graduation day. We have come such a long way. Caesar's older, Caesar's wiser, Caesar's taller and stronger and brighter. One step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me. Daddy, thank you for helping. Daddy, we are grateful. Thank you for helping me. Mommy, thank you for helping. Mommy, we are grateful. Thank you for helping me. See you, thank you for helping. See you, we are grateful. Thank you for helping. Activators, thank you for helping. Activators, we're grateful. Thank you for helping me. Asta, thank you for helping. Asta, we are grateful. Thank you for helping me. Caesar's older, Caesar's wiser, Caesar's taller and stronger and wiser. One step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me. See you, thank you for helping. See you, we are grateful. Thank you for helping. See you, Tayo, thank you for helping. See you, Tayo, grateful. Thank you for helping me. Caesar's older, Caesar's wiser, Caesar's taller and stronger and brighter. One step closer to be the best I can be. Thank you for helping me.
Thank you, dear Basic 5 pupils. The 8th of August through September 8th. Parents, please let your children join us in the summer school.
Ibiyemi Divine.
Ibiyemi Divine. If the parent is here, please come and take picture with your child. Ibiyemi Divine. That is a frame presentation to the children, to the outgoing Basic 5 pupils of Sunshine De Silva. Mommy is on her way. Thank you. Sunshine Silva loves you. Olatoye. Olatoye. Ireyimika. Pastor David Williams, the CEO needs your attention on stage. The CEO needs your attention on stage. Ego Amaka. Ego Amaka. Thank you, Mommy. Summer school begins September 8th. August 8th, I mean. Summer school begins 8th of August and lasts through September 8th. Akinyelure. Akinyelure. GCE class commences on Wednesday. Outstanding students, let's have their class teachers here. Basic 1, first position, Akinyelure Kayode. Basic 1, Sunshine De Silva, first position, Akinyelure Kayode. Second position, Adeosun Temilorun. Adeosun Temilorun. Third position, Okafor Naomi. Okafor Naomi. Basic 2. Basic 2. Third position, Akishola Shina Ayomi. Akishola Shina Ayomi. Third position, Akishola Shina Ayomi. Basic 2, second position, Okoro Michael. Okoro Michael. Shina Ayomi, Okoro Michael. First position, Busari Anuoluwa. Busari Anuoluwa. SS1, third position. Third position, Odumade Oluwatoke. Oluwatoke, third position.
Come on. Sweet mama.
JSS2.
CEO, Gbogbo Sunshine Group of School International. Ejire Oyinla ni bàbá bàbá.
Third position. JSS2, first position. Ojo Oluwatobiloba.
Òjó Olúwatóbilọ́ba.
Òjó Olúwatóbilọ́ba. Second position.
Olúwa dára sí mi o. Dáadáa Olúwa dára sí mi o.
Second position. Ọdúnjọ Ọwọ́ọlá. Ọdúnjọ Ọwọ́ọlá. Third position. Adélẹ́yẹ fẹ́ràn mi. Adélẹ́yẹ fẹ́ràn mi, third position.
Àti máa gbọ́ Sunshine Group of School pátápátá. Ó yẹ sọ wípé wà tí máa gbọ́, wà tí máa gbọ́. Olúwa dára sí wa o. Wà tí máa gbọ́, wà tí máa gbọ́. Olúwa dára sí wa. Wà tí máa gbọ́, wà tí máa gbọ́. Pé Sunshine School bá wà o. Wà tí máa gbọ́, wà tí máa gbọ́. Pé Sunshine School láwà sọ o.
Second position, Chukwu Prosper.
Chukwu Prosper.
First position, Adeyemi Goodness.
Wà tí máa gbọ́, wà tí máa gbọ́. Pé Sunshine School láwà o.
Third position, Felix Ibechioma.
wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ pé olúwa dára sí mi jẹ́.
Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ pé olúwa dára sí mi o.
Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ pé olúwa dára sí mi o. Olúwa dára sí mi sẹ́ o. Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ olúwa dára sí mi o. Mọ̀mí sunshine ló ń jó lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ olúwa dára sí mi o.
Thank you very much. It is now dancing time. Please sit down.
Ẹlì máa bùgá, táwọn láyà, táwọn yálà, ẹ̀bùdá gbogbo wọn, táwọn láyà, sunshine táwọn láyà, ìjìnlẹ̀ táwọn láyà, bùgá, gbogbo wọn, àwọn tí máa gbọ́, wọ́n ti máa gbọ́, olúwa dára sí mi o. Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́, olúwa dára sí mi o. Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́ olúwa dára sí mi o. Olúwa dára sí mi o. Nítorí mọ̀mí Adéfìlà sweet mama. Gbogbo arise and shine pátápátá, wọ́n ní kí wá bá ọ̀rẹ́ yín jó. Ọlá tí yín wá, wọ́n ní kẹ́ súnmọ́ mi níbí. Sísúnmọ́ ni lọ́pọ̀ ṣe é ní àwọn Adéfìlà. Bóyá sọ pé alólórí bá alórí ọ̀bí. Òjìrò ìlà mi sweet mama. Ọmọ tó fine, mọ́mì tó sexy, mọ́mì tó pretty. Come on. Bóyá sọ pé alólórí bá alórí ọ̀bí. Sweet mama ló jó lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Òjìrò ìlà princess, mọ́mì Táíwò. Gbogbo arise and shine, wọ́n ní kẹ́ súnmọ́ wa níbí. Kẹwàá kọ̀rẹ́ yín jó. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí wa. Lélelélé, ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi. Mọ̀mí sunshine, wọ́n máa yọ́nú sí ẹ. Gbogbo ẹni bá yọ́nú sí ẹ, ó ṣòdù sẹ́. Ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba, òun ló máa ní. Mọ̀mí Adéfìlà máa bọ̀. Ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba, òun ló máa ní. Alólórí bá Adéorí. Adéfìlà ó fẹ́ ná mi lówó. Ẹ máa náwó fún mi. Ẹ máa náwó fún mi. Bàbá sunshine, ẹ máa bùzàbìzà. Arise and shine, oh yeah, bàbá sunshine, ó tún yẹ rẹ̀, wọ́n tó wọ́ọ̀dì, wọ́n tún ìkí ẹ̀. Ó ń bẹ yagiyagi lára rẹ̀ bí o. Yagi ṣẹlẹ̀. Bàbá sunshine, ó yà ìwà gbé bọ̀dù fólúwa. Sátẹ́lẹ̀ ìwà gbé bọ̀dù fólúwa. Ó yẹ sọ pé ó ṣòun tuntun láyé rẹ̀ kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú lẹ́lẹ́ni lórí ìgbà lítò. Ó ṣòun tuntun láyé rẹ̀ kò dáwọ́ dúró. Ara ayé yẹ wá bá wà lọ. Ó ṣòun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú ni àrígbà. Ó ṣòun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Ara ayé yẹ wá bá mi yọ. Gbogbo sunshine teachers, all the sunshine teachers, this is your time to dance with our mommy. Everywhere you are, please come come on the stage. All the sunshine teachers, please your attention is needed on the stage. This is a time for you, whatever you are doing, suspend it for now and come on the stage and dance with our mommy. Honor, come and see what the Lord has done for me. Yes, again, now I'm I am free. I got people, I got my mother. You say, I'm a blessing, I am a blessing. God, you have mercy, always follow me. God has given me victory. Almighty God has given me victory. God has given me victory. Say hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Bàbá ẹ̀ máa ṣe, àná mi sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ṣe o, ó ní mi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣe, ọlọ́bí yóò sọ̀rọ̀ ògo ẹ̀ ṣe o, ìjìnlẹ̀ nínú ìjìnlẹ̀ jìnlẹ̀ jìnlẹ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ jìnlẹ̀ jìnlẹ̀ nínú ìjìnlẹ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ àná mi sọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ 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 àná mi sọ̀rọ̀. Ọlọ́bí yóò sọ̀rọ̀ ògo ìjìnlẹ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀. Kí màmá yìí ṣe mí kàn ó ṣe. Kọ́lọ́lá kọ́lọ́lá yéèrè. A ní bàbá òwò bí ó ṣe ṣe. Kò jẹ́ wo bí ó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ṣàtọ́jú wa lójoojúmọ́. Kò wó o. Owó bí mo ṣe. Kò sàbẹ̀ owó bí mo ṣe ṣe. Owó bí mo ṣe sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ṣàtọ́jú mi lójoojúmọ́. Who has the final say? Jehovah, Jehovah has the final say. Come on now, come on now, come on now. Come on, come on, come on. I dey follow you, dey follow you, dey follow you, dey follow you, follow, 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 follow. I dey follow, 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 follow. follow your dance, follow your dance, everybody they follow you. Say I gotta follow you, they gotta follow you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, I can show you that big, 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 big. You are a great God. Telling you a big, 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 like I am. Telling you I got it. You wanna dance a lot. You want. You are big, 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 big. Connect as a very big nítorí mọ mi Táíwò tó sanwó mi lọ́wọ́ ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ dúpẹ́ sọ ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ dúpẹ́. Ló sanwó mi sá ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ òjíjọ́ pẹ́ ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ òjíjọ́ pẹ́. Ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ ọmọ pẹ́ wá ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ ọmọ pẹ́. Olùyẹ láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn. Olùyẹ láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn kò fàṣọ ara rẹ̀ yá. Ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ òjíjọ́ pẹ́ ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ òjíjọ́ pẹ́. Ìjọ ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹni tí ò ní jẹ́ ọmọ pẹ́ wá. 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 Òdìdé láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn. Òdìdé láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn kò fàṣà. Ó yá bàbà pé Ọlọ́run mọ́ra o. A special request for Mommy Sunshine lọ sọ pé ẹ ṣé ẹ ṣé ẹ ṣé ẹ ṣé ẹ ṣé ẹ má ṣe o Elédùmarè ọba mímọ́ ọba ògo ẹ ṣé ẹ ṣé ẹ ṣé ẹ má ṣe o Elédùmarè ọba mímọ́ ọba ògo. Ṣáwa náà ro ọmọ bá o, àwa náà ro ọmọ bá. Mọ́mí shake body, ṣáwa náà ro yẹ ọmọ bá o, àwa náà ro ọmọ bá. Ó yá kìkì àti sóòrè rẹ̀ Olúwa ọba ògo. Ni mo ti rògbò rẹ̀ nínú ayé mi, ó yá adé máa yọ̀ mọ́ra bàbá fún ọ. Bóyá ọlá òtọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn ò jàdúrà táyà. Ọlá òtọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn ò jàdúrà táyà. Kàkáyà. Ibi yẹn sì mi dé. Nítorí ọlọ́run, ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè bẹ́ẹ̀. Nítorí Bobby Williams ló sọ wípé lóyún olóògbé. We are grateful for 35 years. Lóyún olóògbé. For your faithfulness, for your love, for your kindness. And lóyún olóògbé. Ibi yẹn sì wá dé. Olúwa ayìyàn lógo, lórí sunshine ayìyàn lógo, lórí Daddy Williams ayìyàn lógo, lórí Mọ̀mí Táíwò ayìyàn lógo. Ó yá sọ pé àtìlẹ́yìn kojúmọ́ ti ní òyìnbó ògbófófó lẹ́yìn tó gbọ́dọ̀ tó yọ. Àtìlẹ́yìn kojúmọ́ ti ní òyìnbó. Àtìlẹ́yìn kojúmọ́ ti ní òyìnbó. Àtìlẹ́yìn kojúmọ́ ti ní òyìnbó. Bàbá mi ò. Àtìlẹ́yìn kojúmọ́ ti ní òyìnbó. Àtìlẹ́yìn kojúmọ́ ti ní bàbá òyìnbó. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi, Ọlọ́run bàbá gbà. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi, Ọlọ́run tó tóbi. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi, Ọlọ́run bàbá gbà.
Return all the glory, all the praises, all the adoration unto your name today again in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for that far you have helped us today. We return praise to you, you that know the end from the beginning. Blessed be your name. Sunshine School, move forward. Prosper. As the CEO prosper, as the chairman prosper, the student prosper, the staff prosper, everybody prosper. It is well with you in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. You know I love amen too much. Say amen. In Jesus' name. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Jesus. It is only you that can do this. No one can do it. No one can send protection. No one can keep us. No one can be there for us. Only you. Thank you, Jesus. Glory be to your name. Hallelujah. Success cannot come from anywhere except from you, Lord. Thank you for giving it to your daughter. Thank you for giving it to your son. Thank you for this you have done. Glory be to your name. Father, the Bible says all the power in heaven and on earth has been given to you. As you are going to another section, that you will bring every one of us again together next year. I said the power of God will go with you. In the name of Jesus. Power to make success. Power to succeed. Power to go out freely. Power to come in freely. Power that the power of darkness cannot hurt. Let the power go with you.
This is our Lord Shepherd. The love of love and the friend of the Holy Spirit. Do our thoughts. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Please, your food is.